Sri Ramayana Stories Sundarakanda Story Hanuman return journey from Lanka. After burning Lanka city, Anjaneya starts his return journey from Lanka Arishta Hills to Mahendragiri Hills. There, Prince Angada, Jambavanta, and other Vanaras are waiting for his arrival. In the sky, he is traveling with high speed as if he is going to swallow the moon and the sun with his giant size. On his journey, he makes Mainaka happy again by touching him with his hand. After reaching nearer to Mahendragiri Hills, he makes a huge sound like a lion roar. The roaring sound gets echoed in all the directions as if the sky breaks into pieces. Unable to understand the roar, the Vanaras wait at the seashore, seeing the sky. Seeing that, the aged Jambavanta informs them that Anjaneya has made that sound to signal victory in his task. Hearing the news, the excited Vanaras wait at the seashore with even more eagerness. Shortly, Anjaneya lands on the hill like a mountain without wings. Right away, the Vanaras offer him fruits, vegetables, and roots to express their gratitude. Later, after greeting Prince Angada and Jambavanta, Anjaneya immediately informs them that I have seen Sita. She is being safeguarded by the Diman woman. She is wearing old dusty clothes. With her continuous fastings from day one, she is looking weak and dull. Because of her separation with her husband Sri Rama, she looks dejected. Hearing the news, the Vanaras have felt even more joy as if they have drunk Amrita. At the same time, Prince Angada showers his praises on Anjaneya. He says, "O Hanuma, we all are staying alive because of you. Now we all can meet Sri Rama happily. You possess great courage and strength. Since you are lucky, you got a chance to see Sita. Hereafter, Sri Rama will not worry much for his separation with his wife Sita because now he knows her information." At the same time, Anjaneya is surrounded by the fellow Vanaras to hear his travel highlights. Seeing this, Jambavanta asks Anjaneya, "Dear Hanuma, how could you see Sita? How is she doing in the cruel Diman King Ravana's kingdom Lanka? How did you reach that place? We all are eagerly waiting to hear all these details from you. Once you explain, we will decide on what needs to be done next." Upon hearing the request, Anjaneya prays Sita through his mind. Later, he explains all the details of his journey, starting with his jump from Mahendragiri hills on the previous day to his landing on the same hills on this day. He explains each and every incident, conversations, observations, thoughts, feelings, and reactions with full details to them. Upon completing the journey details, Anjaneya informs them, "Now we have completed Sri Rama's work. We have also fulfilled King Sugriva's order." Upon seeing Mother Sita, my mind is filled with devotion. Regarding Ravana's information, he is so powerful and strong. He has strength to destroy all the worlds. With the power of his penance, he was able to stay alive even though he kidnapped Sita. But Mother Sita is even more powerful than him. She is not showing her real anger and her penance powers on him. Our next task is We should take Sri Rama and his brother Lakshmana to Lanka to rescue her from that place. I can go along with them, but if you all join with us, then it will be additional support for them. One more thing, I have not killed King Ravana in his kingdom as I don't have your orders. I know you all are great warriors with great strengths. I strongly believe that our Prince Angada and Jambavanta alone can destroy the entire Lanka without any additional help. Hearing this, the delighted Angada suggests that they should return with Sita instead of returning with her information. He feels that it will be an easy task for them as Anjaneya has killed many demons in the Lanka in his trip. Seeing the enthusiasm of Angada, the experienced Jambavanta asks him to calm down. He says, "Dear Angada, Sri Rama and King Sugriva just asked us to search Sita. They didn't ask us to do anything in addition to that work. We don't know how Sri Rama is going to treat us if we take Sita with us. He might think that it will be a remark on him as well as his dynasty. Remember, he pledged that he himself will rescue Sita. He has to complete his pledge. By chance, if he fails to fulfill his promise, then he will disturb mentally. If that happens, then all our efforts are wasted. So, the right thing is first, we should inform this news to Sri Rama. Later, we all should work according to his direction." Convinced by Jambavanta's advice, they all started to Kishkinda from the Mahendragiri hills. After reaching nearer to Kishkinda, they have seen a protected garden named Madhuvana in the forest. It is a pleasant area with a lot of trees, flowers, and orchards. Additionally, Madhuvana is famous for honey. It's been under the protection of King Sugriva. No one is allowed to enter inside without having his permission. Sugriva's uncle, Dadimukha, has been safeguarding this place for many years. Upon entering the Madhuvana, the Vanaras express the desire to drink honey in order to celebrate the victory. Hearing their wish, Prince Angada gives his permission upon discussing with Jambavanta. Later, the delighted Vanaras have started to drink honey as if they never get a chance again. With the drowsiness effect of honey, few are singing, few others are dancing, few are jumping from trees to trees, few others are giving lectures to others, few are still drinking more honey, few others are pouring honey to others to drink, few are roaming, few others are jumping from trees to lands, few are laughing, few others are crying, few are shouting, few others are encouraging others to shout. Slowly, they have started to spoil the garden with their acts. Seeing the destruction, Dadimukha, who guards the place, puts his efforts to control them using his men. Seeing this, Hanuman asks his fellow Vanaras to continue their celebrations by informing them that he will handle Dadimukha and his men. Later, Dadimukha is beaten up heavily by the fully drunk Angada. As he is not able to control them, Dadimukha and his men inform this news to King Sugriva. With an hurt voice, Dadimukha informs, "O Supreme King, neither your father nor your twin brother Vali never entered this Madhuvana. You too have never been to this garden before. But today, Prince Angada and his Vanara army have entered the garden. They have drunk all the honey. In addition to that, they have also spoiled it badly. When we tried to control them, we had beaten up by them. They made another mistake by punishing us. When King, you are here. Unable to understand their context, Lakshmana inquires Sugriva about Dadimukha and the reasons for his sadness. Later, Sugriva informs Lakshmana that the south team successfully completed their task and they have returned with Sita's information. He also confirms that without completing the work, they don't dare to enter the Madhuvana. Hearing the news, both Srirama and Lakshmana are delighted very much. After this, Sugriva informs Dadimukha that they should excuse Angada and other Vanaras' mistakes as they have returned completing their work. Saying this, he asks him to convey his message to them that he wants to meet Hanuman and others immediately. After reaching Madhuvana, Dadimukha informs this news to Angada. He also asks him to forgive his mistakes for trying to stop Madhuvana entry for a future king of Kishkinda. Hearing the message, Angada informs his fellow Vanaras that they all should reach Kishkinda as Srirama is aware of their arrival. He further adds that even though he is their leader, he is not ready to command others and he is ready to listen to elders' suggestions. Seeing his obedience and the respect, they have agreed to follow his commands. Later, they all start to King Sugriva's place from Madhuvana. Seeing Vanaras who are coming like a group of clouds with roars, Sugriva informs Srirama, "O King Srirama, don't worry. My men have seen Sita, else they don't dare to return Kishkinda beyond my deadline date, or they don't dare to destroy the Madhuvana that has been safeguarded for many years." Without any doubt, they found Sita for sure. Anjaneya would have seen her. He is naturally a hero and also an executive. As soon as Sugriva concludes, Angada, Hanuman, and other Vanaras land on his surroundings. Immediately, Anjaneya informs Srirama that Sita is safe after greeting him. Hearing this, Sugriva is delighted as his predictions become true. Hearing the news, both Srirama and Lakshmana are very much happy because they know that they have been waiting for this news for 10 months. Later, Srirama asks them to explain all the details about Sita, how she is and what she is thinking about him. Hearing the request, Hanuman once again prays Sita by turning to south direction. Later, he explains, "O Srirama, I travelled a distance of 100 yojanas on the ocean to search Sita in the Lanka island. There, I saw her in Ravana's garden, Ashokavana. The virtuous woman is living in that place, keeping her concentration always on you. She is staying with Deman women, bearing their harsh words. She looks dejected and sleeps on the ground. I met her when she was about to end her life, unable to tolerate cruel Ravana's words. I narrated the Ishvaku dynasty story to gain her confidence. Showing trust, she spoke with me. I too gave your details and your signet ring to her. She felt happy for your friendship with Sugriva. As an identification object, she gave this Chudamani. In addition to this, she also explained Kakasura incident and Manasila incidents that took place in Chitrakuta hills. Later, she concluded that She is not going to stay not more than a month in that place. Upon seeing the ornament, Sri Rama sheds his tears with happiness. He turns to Sugriva and says that by seeing this ornament, I am feeling a quest to meet Sita like a cow tries to meet her baby calf. It has been presented in my marriage by King Janaka as a gift to her. Janaka got that one from Lord Indra. I am feeling now as if I am seeing both my father and father in law by seeing this ornament Chudamani. Later, he turns to Anjaneya. Dear Maruti, I have gotten a huge relief with your words, like a thirsty man got water to drink. I cannot tolerate Sita's separation any longer. Please take me to her place. Your words are giving relief to me like a tonic giving relief to a patient. Please tell in detail whatever she has spoken with you. Hearing this, Anjaneya explains all the details and conversations once again with Sri Rama. He also informs him that Sita refused to travel along with him when he suggested. Finally, he concludes saying that he has given assurance to her that Sri Rama will reach Lanka with Lakshmana and other Vanaras to rescue her and also to kill Demon King Ravana. Conclusion of Sri Ramayana. Knowing Sita's information, Sri Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva, and other Vanaras decide to travel to Lanka Island. As they all cannot travel 100 yojanas in the sky, as like Hanuman, they construct a bridge on the ocean to reach Lanka Island by walk. Upon reaching Lanka, King Sri Rama announces war against Ravana as King Ravana is not ready to compromise. Unable to authorize his elder brother's activities, Ravana's brother Vibhishana gives his support to King Sri Rama in the battle. During the battle, when Lakshmana gets hurt by the arrows of Indrajit, Hanuman saves Lakshmana's life by bringing Sanjeevani mountain to Lanka. In the battle, all Lanka known warriors, including Indrajit, Kumbhakarna, and Ravana, die in the hands of Sri Rama and his army. After this, Sri Rama joins with his wife Sita. Later, Sri Rama makes Vibhishana as a successor of Lanka kingdom. Soon after the ceremony, they all start to Ayodhya in Pushpaka Vimana. In their journey, they meet sage Bharadwaja in his place to get his blessings. Finally, at the Sri Rama crowning ceremony in Ayodhya, Sita honors Hanuman for his great work with a necklace made of gems that belongs to Sri Rama.